You guys, it is 5 a.m. right now. If you can't tell by this and by this, it's so early. I literally have you in my laundry room right now because Chip and the dogs are still asleep in the bedroom. So I don't want to make a bunch of noise in there. But you guys, today we are going to somewhere that I have never been before, which is Maui. Today we are going to Hawaii. So Chip and I were actually wanting to go together because originally we wanted to go to Hawaii for our honeymoon, but at the time when we got married we were so broke. Like Hawaii was like a distant dream away. So we were trying to wait to go together, but we just get so busy to non-rev. He just said, you know what, just go for it. And besides, I think for the two of us, we actually wanted to go to Kona instead of Maui, so it still makes it a little better. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the bedroom and get ready, but before I do that, I do wanna take just a quick moment to thank today's sponsor. So today's video is being sponsored by Cometeer. Of course it's coffee. Why would it not be coffee? Coffee is very on brand for me, but also you guys know how much I love Cometeer because they just make it super easy and convenient for me to take coffee on the go. I can throw them into my flight attendant cooler bags, whether it's a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4-day trip, and I've got coffee that's very, very convenient and also saves me a lot of money from having to buy coffee out at like the airport or also drinking the most disgusting hotel room coffee. Cometeer is a completely new way to look at coffee. It's brewed coffee that is flash frozen at peak flavor and delivered straight to your doorstep each month. And Cometeer can also be customized boxes to your roast preferences, whether you like light, medium, dark, or decaf. All you have to do is loosen the frozen puck by running the closed capsule under hot water, or for an iced coffee, you can melt the capsule in the fridge overnight. And Cometeer coffee can be enjoyed either hot or iced, depending on your personal preference. All you have to do is put the slightly frozen puck in there and add 6 to 8 ounces of hot water, or just go ahead and pour the capsule over some ice and then add 6 to 8 ounces of cold water. And for a limited time, you can get $20 off your first 2 orders, which is a $40 total when you use my code Nesbitt at Cometeer.com, and Nesbitt does have 2 T's in it. Once again, thank you to Cometeer for sponsoring today's video. Now let's go sneak back in the bathroom, start getting ready, and head to the Dallas airport. Okay, so we just made it to the airport. There was like no traffic or anything. That's the one benefit. That is the one benefit about working the weekends, is you really don't have any traffic, which is so nice. But also, you guys might remember my friend Taylor. We worked together to London, and then also when we did the girls trip recently, I went and non-revved on her flight to London and we came back. Well, she was able to pick up this Maui last minute, and I am so excited. I've never been to Hawaii. It's like my final 50th state, and there is no better way to spend it than with her. She is hysterical. So she's actually going to be working the purser position, and right now I'm working position number 3, which works the main cabin. So let's go ahead and round up our stuff, take the shuttle over to the airport, get through security, see where she's at, maybe get some Starbucks. I already have some coffee, so I kind of don't need it, but you need it, you know? Look who it is. Got here right on time. Hello, good morning.
When the heat gets too hot to
So we went to Starbucks, we went over to the purser office and then grabbed all the paperwork, and then we went to the gate, and once we got there, they said that there's no plane. They're not sure why. They hadn't talked to the tower yet, and then all of a sudden we got an alert on our phones that said we are delayed. Instead of 9:30, the new departure is 10:15, so we decided to come to a breakfast spot, get a little bit of food before we're gonna work the flight. I ended up doing an American breakfast, and it actually looks and smells pretty good.
You better believe it. You can look at the clouds fly by. Come on and let yourself enjoy the ride and fly a little higher.
Welcome Welcome to Maui, you guys. I have now touched ground on my 50th state. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the nicest hotel. It's a little dated, but honestly, everywhere around the hotel is beautiful. As we were driving over, the whole view is stunning. And also it's supposed to be pouring rain and it hasn't started raining yet. So Taylor and I are starving. We're gonna start getting ready really quickly and then just immediately go out. I don't love the conjoining room when I don't know who's on the other side. I haven't even seen this yet, so I am literally viewing this with you guys. How do we see? Oh no. Oh, there we go. So there's like a little place to go out in the morning. Look how cute this is. I'm turning this up. I don't want it too high this time just because it's pretty humid, but then I saw this and I was like, what is this? And all of a sudden I saw the fan start moving. So that's interesting. I've never seen that before. All right, so here is our Hawaii fit for the day. So I just kind of threw like my bag together with my stuff and really just put like makeup on my makeup. So I know it doesn't look good, but I'm ready to go. I'm hungry and I don't want to waste any time now that we've already had like an hour delay and then there was like a 45-minute sit on the tarmac. I'm starving and I just want to see everything on this less than 30-hour layover now. So let's go ahead and go. So we decided to go to a restaurant called Threes. Apparently they're known for like their happy hour. It's kind of like an oyster sushi spot, and even Guy Fieri himself has been here. But there was about a 20-minute wait. So there are some shops that are right nearby. So we decided to go over there, take a look. They have tons of little trinkets and souvenirs. There's also a lot of different clothing and dress items before finally they were able to seat us. Now, something really funny about Hawaii is there are roosters and chickens everywhere. Even while we were eating, you could see them on the rooftop. So we started off with a spicy tuna roll, and this was the best sushi I've ever had. And then Taylor and I decided just to split a bunch of plates. So we got some Kahlua pork nachos, some coconut fish tacos, as well as some crispy pork belly, and every single dish was amazing. Good morning, you guys. So I don't know why I'm awake right now. It's only like 4:20 in the morning, but like I woke up and I was completely sweating. I was just like drenched in sweat, which I really don't know why. The room feels comfortable. Like it doesn't feel too hot, but yesterday was so much fun. Like it was just nice, like walking around. We ate so much food and it was amazing. And we only went one place after that. We went over to a place and just watched them play pool. I just couldn't film because so I have this like lens that I bought to be on my camera to make it like a wider lens, and it has like an adhesive. I don't know if you're gonna see it. So it has like an adhesive, and for some reason the lens like came off in my purse and it got like the adhesive all over this lens, all over that lens. I don't even know if I've like completely cleaned it up, so that's the only reason like I didn't film. I'm a little upset that it's like 4 in the morning and I'm wide awake, so I might try to get some sleep again before we go do breakfast. But overall it was a really fun day. Good morning, you guys. It's 7:19 right now. I went ahead and got in the shower and then did my hair, and now I'm gonna go ahead and just do my makeup. I'm waiting for Taylor to wake up so we can go to breakfast. I have to get new foundation because this is like, it's running low. I'm basically running on E with this foundation and I love it. The only thing that I wish they would change, because I never had the issue at the beginning and now you just have to be careful, is that sometimes when you're traveling it will explode. And at first I thought, okay, it's just me and it was once and it was a fluke, but then apparently Jordan and Allie both said the same thing, that their foundation when they were traveling exploded. So just buyers beware. I think today we'll end up doing the breakfast and walking around and exploring. I also want to go over to the grocery store and see all the food there. We basically just said this is gonna be like a giant food tour of Maui, because one of the things that I heard from a lot of flight attendants, and it makes sense now that I'm here, we fly to both Honolulu and Maui out of Dallas. Most people have said the same thing, that Honolulu's a bit like of a younger city, it's more happening, there's like more adventurous stuff to kind of do, but it's a lot
more touristy, whereas Maui is way more relaxing, way more chill. I know we'll go over to the beach today too, and I haven't been to Honolulu, so I can't really comment on that, but I will say, as far as Maui goes, I will 100% agree. I think this is the kind of place that you come to just relax, take it easy, you know, get the fresh air, go to the beach. This lighting is horrendous, so I'm a little bit scared that once I go that once I go outside, my makeup is gonna look so bad, but what can you do? The sun just rose. I'm a little bit worried for this flight and being like super tired because it's red eye. So the show time is like 8 o'clock at night. So we're gonna be working all night long to fly back. Okay, sorry you guys, I had to adjust to you, but I was kind of surprised by the service in comparison to international. Like it's so much easier. It's so much easier. There's way less to do. Mindful, like the flight is a lot shorter, but still, I don't know why in my head I thought they were gonna be more similar in service. The meal coming over here actually is a cold meal. It's not a hot meal, which you don't think about those things, but for a flight attendant, it's so nice when it's a cold meal and not a hot meal, because then you don't have to like cook all the things, get them into the racks in the carts, and then have all the trays, be grabbing them and stuff. It's just more work. I'm not saying it's hard, it's just more. It's a little bit more tedious. There's a lot more to do. You gotta be careful not to burn yourself. When it's a cold tray or a box or something, you can basically just hand it. So it's really nice when that happens. So I was actually surprised. Like, I know Hawaii is not considered an international flight, not in the way that you see Europe or deep South America or Asia or Australia. So I know it's supposed to be different, but in my head I was like, they're gonna be very, very similar. But anyways, I'm gonna finish getting ready right now, listen to a little music, and then once Taylor wakes up, I guess we will head out and go to breakfast.
This weather is stunning. You really can't ask for better weather than that.
So the weather app said that it was going to be pouring rain this entire trip. Apparently Hawaii has been getting a ton of rain, but we got so lucky. So we decided to walk over to Kihei Cafe, which is kind of notorious for being this amazing cafe, and the line definitely shows that. But it really moved pretty fast, and you go inside to order and then they bring it to your table. So to start off, I got an oat milk latte and then also a box of water. And you guys, they do not skimp on the portions. This latte was as big as my head and I could not be any happier. And then I just went with a traditional breakfast, and Taylor got coconut, blueberry, and macadamia nut pancakes. So we just finished breakfast and came back to the hotel to get changed. I'm so stuffed. The food was really good and I loved like sitting out there. It's kind of funny seeing all of like the roosters and the little chickens out there while you're eating, but it was really, really nice. And now we came back because I'm stuffed and I'm like, this is the perfect time to just lay out on the beach, just relax and just soak in the sun. I'm also sorry that the lens is gonna be tighter from now on. It's just not sticking to my camera, and now the lens has like residue all over it. This part was fine, but the other part is not, so I'm just scrapping that today. So we're just gonna be a little bit cropped in today probably for the rest of the video, so I'm super sorry about that. I'll get it all situated next time so that way it'll be a little bit wider. I don't even know that y'all care. I've vlogged like this for so long and like nobody said anything. So what would a trip to Hawaii be without a beach day? Unfortunately, we were a little bit ill prepared because the weather was supposed to be bad, but we ended up making the best of it. We stopped at the ABC store on the way, grabbed some sunblock, grabbed some sunglasses, and really just pitched a camp. There's no way I can even see what's on the screen right now because it's so bright. Like I even took these off and I'm like, I can't see anything. But we stopped at the ABC store and I got these cute sunnies. They're giving me 70s vibes. I think we're just gonna chill for a little bit and then we'll walk up back over to the ABC store, and they have amazing poke. There's like a restaurant inside, and I think we'll probably pick that up for lunch.
We also picked up fresh fruit, so I'm about to dive into this. I think the pineapple has my name on it. So Taylor just put on sunscreen and refuses to rub it.
I will get no wrinkles out here, okay? When you see me in 30 years.
Oh my gosh, I'm crying.
Okay, so we left the towels there just so we like reserve our spot. We were sending a message. We're not giving our spot up, but we are walking over to the ABC store right now to finally get some poke. This is the moment again. I know I talk about this sometimes, but this is the moment where I'm like, this job is just
It's the best job in the world. It just makes sense. So the ABC store is only like a 1 or 2 minute walk right off the beach, so it's super convenient and it's packed full of stuff. Like, this place does not skimp. Whether you forgot something or you just want to grab some food to eat beachside, they have tons of hot food in the back. They have a lot of pre-made meals as well if you're kind of in a hurry, but you all know we were here for the poke. So we ended up shopping around, getting what we needed. Taylor got this big old coconut water, and then we walked over to a shaved ice place. Now, normally I'm not a shaved ice fan, but this was the best shaved ice I've ever had.
So I did a 1/4 pound of the Hawaiian poke, as well as, and this one's in oyster sauce, as well as this one, which I think is in spicy mayo. The label was missing. I didn't end up doing rice or anything because I wanted to get the macaroni salad that you see everywhere. It looks so good. And then Miss Taylor over here, she got this poke as well as elote, which I'm actually surprised they have this.
So we're not going to talk about my hair right now, but let's dive in. It's so good. It's so light and creamy, and the spice on that, it's really, really like a light spice, but it's so good.
We also came to a shaved ice place. So I did a shaved ice with ube flavor, which I was so excited to see, and then did sweetened condensed milk. And what was yours?
Mine's all natural shark's blood, which is supposed to be like watermelon. It sounded really nice. And then natural pina colada.
I think it's like watermelon strawberry and something.
Coconut.
Oh, there you go. And it wouldn't be a meal in Hawaii if there's not a rooster right next to you.
Ooh, I am pooped, you guys. So a storm is rolling in, so we decided to come back to the hotel. Right now it's 2:30. We were thinking about taking a nap, just winding down right now, and then we'll get together and have like a light dinner. I wanted to go to the ABC store and get some stuff to bring back, but she said they can be pretty strict on what you bring back. So I don't know if I'm gonna go again or not, but regardless, I am pooped now because I didn't sleep too well last night. It was a lot of waking up and going back down. So I think I'm gonna jump in the shower and then jump in the bed and just relax, and hopefully I can sleep a little bit so that way the drive home won't be like so brutal. I just woke up from a nap, so we're gonna go get food, but I don't know if you can tell so far, but I am burnt to a crisp. And not only that, she's burnt to a crisp. I told her I woke up and my skin hurts. My skin feels like there's like fire ants all over, and I just knew. I knew in that moment. I'm like, I'm sunburned for sure.
We're fine until like the last, till we weren't.
I really think like she's right. I think we were doing great because like none of the backside other than my upper shoulders is burnt. I feel like there's probably gonna be a fever comes. Like, do y'all do that? Like when you get a fever after sunburn? I'm kind of just waiting for it. But
In the bunks.
yeah, it's honestly. All right, well, we're gonna go eat some grub and then we gotta get ready for this flight. The lighting in this room is like really dim, so I'm sorry about that, but we ate, and I'll be honest, it wasn't very good and it kind of upset my stomach a little bit, but hopefully it'll like settle down. I just got like a Kahlua pork quesadilla and it was like really, really greasy, so I think that's probably why. But after that, we went over to the ABC store one last time because I wanted to pick up some makeup wipes because I completely forgot mine. I know, don't come for me. I know every time I use the makeup wipe, show a makeup wipe, people get pressed. And I know, but I'm still going to use them. So I picked up a pack of these because it's a night flight and I was like, I'm just gonna take my makeup off. I wanna get like a good night's rest, hopefully during crew break, since I have to drive home and it's a decent drive. So I'm just gonna take it off. We're just gonna go all natural. Honestly, my skin can probably use a break anyways. But while I was at the ABC store, I also grabbed some goodies for Chip that I think he's going to like. So the first thing I got, I guess I'm just gonna do just like this now. The first thing I got was just these chocolate macadamia nuts. They're like sugar-free. It feels like there's just like 2 of them in there, so I grabbed him 2 packs of those. And then I was like checking out of the counter and they had fresh cakes up there that were made there. And I didn't know which flavor he was gonna like. So I did this one right here, which is a pineapple cake. This one, which is a coconut macadamia nut cake. I think that one's gonna be his favorite. And then I also got this one, which is a coffee crumb cake, and it's like baked fresh on Maui. So I got these. I think he's gonna like the coconut. I'm a sucker for coffee cake. I love coffee cake, especially with coffee. This room is an absolute disaster right now. It looks like I've just been through some things. So we're gonna have to pack all of this up. I'm really just gonna throw like everything into my suitcase and basically call it a day. Y'all, it feels so weird for me. I feel like so naked not having like my full face of makeup done. Like I feel like every time I go to work, like my makeup is always done. So it's a little strange for me, but I have everything all packed up. Just gotta grab my coat right now. And I guess we're gonna go ahead and head downstairs and go work this night flight back to Dallas. We have made it. I am exhausted. When I tell you I look better than I feel, that's alarming right now. Like that's a statement, you know what I mean? I haven't worked a red eye in a minute, and I was like, oh, okay, no problem. I'm gonna sleep straight away in the crew bunk. It's not gonna be an issue. But this sunburn, no mercy. Just look at this. This is rough. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it, go home, shower, and go to bed. But if you did enjoy the video, go to give it a big old thumbs up, press the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.